Hey there folks, Andrew Griffiths here, international speaker and speaker trainer. I would like to talk to you about some advice that I offer to people who are starting out in the speaking world. This is a question that I get asked all the time. What advice would you give to new speakers? And it's something that I talk about a lot. Obviously I do a lot of training in this area as well, and it's something that I'm really passionate about. So I wanted to share kind of 5 strategies or 5 key pieces of advice for anyone who might be watching this going, yeah, I want to do more speaking. First one, please don't treat speaking like a hobby. If you treat it like a hobby, that's all it's ever going to become. Regardless of what level of speaking you want to do or how you want to incorporate speaking into your business, treat it like a business. And that means, you've got to invest in it. That means you've got to be committed to it. That means you've got to have customer service. You've got to, you've got to develop skills. You've got to have branding. You've got to do all of those kind of things, okay? But don't treat it like a hobby. It's all it will ever be if you do. Number 2, have something worth saying. And this is it seems like such a silly and obvious thing to say, but there are so many people who want to be speakers, but they actually don't have anything of significance to say. It's hugely competitive these days, right? So, if you're going to get up on a stage, make sure that you've got something of significance to share. Either a story, something you've figured out, something that makes you different, your experience, your life story, your career history, whatever it might be, something that you figured out, whatever it might be, you've got to have something worth sharing, okay? Because if you don't, you're just going to blend into the background of beige speakers. Okay, number 3, do your homework, okay? Do your homework on other speakers in your category. Now, do your homework when you're going to get up on stage, and speak around who's booking speakers. What do I need to know about, speaking, being a professional speaker? What do I need to know about building my skills? Like, do your homework, do your research. It's something I'm really big on. But most importantly out of that, you've got to really say, well, how am I going to differentiate myself from other speakers in the same category? And there are like social media speakers, 1,000 AI speakers at the moment, business speakers like me, personal development, inspirational, whatever it might be. There are categories of speakers. You've got to be going and checking out everyone who is your competitor, buying their books, going to their website. If you can, go and watch them speak. Certainly go online and look for some videos. You've got to know who your competitors are. If you're going to open a restaurant, in a restaurant strip, you'd go and check out the other restaurants, right? You wouldn't just go, oh, I'm going to ignore them and open my restaurant. You would go and check out the competition. Same thing with being a speaker. Number 4, don't try to be someone else. Don't try and become a mini me. Don't try and become a mini Anthony Robbins. Don't try and become, whoever your speaking idol might be. Be you. Be uniquely you. Develop your skills as a speaker, but embrace what makes you unique. I went through that for a while where I thought, oh my God, I was a bit in awe of Anthony Robbins, going, wow, he's amazing. And then I realized I'm not Anthony Robbins. I'll never be Anthony Robbins. And to be brutally honest, I don't want to be Anthony Robbins. Be yourself. Enhance what makes you unique. Enhance what makes you just really you. Be more you is kind of the line that I use all the time. And then of course, number 5, be deeply authentic. I use a line a lot and it says, I became a great speaker when I stopped trying to be one. And what I mean, and I'm proud to say I'm a great speaker because I've spent decades working on it. I've invested so much time and energy and money and effort and nerves to become a great speaker. So I say that with great pride. But what I really mean by that is I'm far less focused on technical brilliance and far more focused on authenticity. I am there to serve the audience. I am there to inspire the audience. I am there to help the audience to really, solve whatever problems they've had or are having, to help them, to see a way through to whatever it might be that my role there is. It's about delivering that in an authentic way. It is not about me looking good on a stage. It used to be when my ego needed that, whereas now it's not about that at all. I am 100% there to serve. So 5 things. Number 1, don't treat it like a hobby, or that's all it's ever going to be. Number 2, have something worth saying, or don't bother getting on a stage. Okay, but I know you've got something worth saying, all right? Everyone has. Number 3, do your homework. Know your competitors, amongst other stuff. Number 4, don't try to be someone else. Be uniquely you. Embrace everything that's unique about you. That's the speaker you should be, right? And then number 5, be deeply authentic, okay? Be authentic, that's the key. You know, I became a great speaker when I stopped trying to be one, when it was about serving my audience, okay? Something that I'm extraordinarily passionate about. So if you're starting your speaking journey, I hope those kind of 5 pieces of advice, strategies, whatever you want to call them, are of benefit to you. All right, thanks folks. Andrew Griffiths, over and out.